Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see, so what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. Only shooting stars break the mold. It's a cool place, and they say it gets colder. You're bundled up now, wait till you get older. But the media men beg to differ, judging by the hole in the satellite picture. The ice we skate is getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. The world's on fire, how about yours? That's the way I like it, and I'll never get bored. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. What the fuck? Only shooting stars break the mold. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. Only shooting stars break the mold. Only shooting stars break the mold.
My god, I thought we lost that.
That was so wacky.
Jesus, I was freaking out. This game got me to plat. Fuck yes. Plat the Snapchat. Never fucking guess what. Oh my god. I'm so. Fuck yes. I'm recording it as well. I'm not streaming, but I'm recording. Fuck. Oh, come on, show it to me. 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 Ah! Fuck yes. Ah! Oh my god, yes. I finally got plat. Oh. That was my season plan, and it's what? How many days in? 10 days in, like that. 8 days in. My god. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Woo. That's so fucking good. What I was trying to say in that video that you can see there, you'll see the time difference on the screens in the top left or top right. That was last night, and I'm only recording this now the day after because the fact that my thresholds on OBS are too weird and it kept like making my audio go super weird. So instead of having that annoyingly weird sound for you guys to have, I thought I'd just do it now, and that way you can hear me properly talk about it right now without it constantly spiking up and spiking down. And the fact is that I did finally get to platinum. I had finally fucking got to platinum. It took a while, and when I first started playing the game, I was very, very, like, obsessed with the game. I am still very obsessed with the game. And I finally got to platinum, and I started to talk about, in this part of the video, what I was doing. Whenever I got to get bad game with someone, or a couple people, either on the other team or my team, like if I knew they were throwers, or they were just either a really good player that weren't going to switch, because you could tell from the other team writing in chat like, oh, please roll this, they don't switch, they're not nice, they're toxic, you know, just please. And so I took that upon myself to Q dodge, which a lot of people do, especially when you're trying to get up so high that it matters every game. And I went on to talk about where I started in season, which was season 5, so we're in season 8 now. I've done 5, 6 and 7. I started my placements in season 5 using a controller at level 25 because my friend Ian made me have that, like, oh, well, you think this is better, why not use that? And I wanted to prove him wrong, and it was stupid. I did a stupid thing. I've always known I've been at least a high gold or a low platinum player when I first started the game. Now I believe I'm either a high plat or a diamond player at the very least. And it's taken ages to get there. Like, this is where I started in season 5. I got 1564, something like that, when I first got placements, and I had a huge loss streak. I may as well have started in bronze, because I got that placement, and then I lost like 400 or 500 SR, all the way down to maybe 1000 or 1100 SR, which is like mid-bronze, which is not a good place to be. Sorry for anyone who is bronze, but that is not a good place to be in. You know that it's not, because it's like worst feeling to be down there. And that whole season, I spent so many hours, 48 hours actually, so 2 whole days worth of playing non-stop to actually, because I went down that far. It was probably about half of this time, or maybe a bit more than half, was spent trying to get back up. The losses took a day and a half to get, and I didn't even care because I didn't know that it was really happening. Like, I knew I was losing, but I didn't understand the weight of losing. And I spent the rest of my season, the next couple of days after doing my placements, after all those losses, trying to get back up, and I finally got to 1711. This season, I played a lot of it solo, but considering I played a lot of games, a lot of time was spent playing with Michael. However, a lot of it was still solo, whether from the first losing streak or trying to get back up because Michael wasn't playing all the time. Finally got up to 1711, above where I placed and out of bronze. I've never seen that bronze symbol next to my name since. I then, season 6, placed 1750-ish, where I ended last season, or the season before that I mean. And the whole season I tried to get up. I got up to 1800, then I dropped back down to 1700. I got back up to 1800, I go down to 1500, and I go back up to 1800, and I stay at 1700. And I had my friend Parent, who loves playing, and he was just below gold. And his brother Mackie, who was like a 2300 player, and you'll see where they end in a second. But we were all playing together to try and get as high as we could before the season ended, because this was like the night before the season ended. We played a couple times before that to try and get up higher, but we weren't going to do like 200-300 SR gain in one go. It was over, I think, a 2 or 3 week period where we just played every time after me and Parent finished work. And we ended up getting into gold happily. Like, it was a bit of a stress, but then we got into gold. I quit after one game of losing, because this was on a win streak. We got like a 6 win streak or something like that, and then we lost one. It was like 2 in the morning. There was 5 hours left on the season. I went to bed at a happy 2043. He ended his season. Because he didn't play it all last season. He ended his season 6 at 2058 after getting 2051. He kept playing with Mackie after I got off, so he had a couple of losses, like 25, it was like four losses, including the one that I had with them as well. So 3 more games they probably lost, and then they just got off. And he hasn't played. He played in season 3, was like really just below gold. And then season 6, and he hasn't played season 7. And I don't know if he's going to play season 8. I hope he is, because I like playing with him. And then his brother ended about where he was when I started playing with him. Where the fuck is he? Mac. There you go. And he ended, what, 2200? No, that's season 7. Yeah, 2206. And he was about this when I started playing with him. And then we all got up to about there. Or he got up to there. He played a bit, lost a bit. And then when he started playing us again, he kept getting up to about there. And then he played on his own, lost a bit. And then they end up playing for the rest of the time. And they, that's where he ended. Then, for my season 7, because after season 6, that's where I ended, and I knew I was going to get placed somewhat close to that. I was hoping to get way more than that. I got 21 something, like 2100, mid 21s, and this is where I got up to. I was super getting close to it. That whole, like, 2 days before the season ended, I was just playing. I wanted to try and get up as high as I could, but there was just so much bad people in there, so much toxicity that I could not deal with. And then the next 2 days after that I played, I was like with people and I couldn't just get on to play. So I ended at 2290 at my highest of 2351, and I was comfortable with that because I knew I could at least get into platinum the next season pretty quick. I had hoped at least. And then obviously this season now, as you saw, I placed 2352 or 2354, I believe, one of them. And all after my placements, I just kept getting maps where you could do the cheesiest shit, and I felt so bad for doing it, but I abused it. Before yesterday when I was playing, my top picks was Bastion, May, I think it was Fire Tracer Soldier, I think, or it was Tracer Junkrat Soldier. Either or. That's what I was doing, and that's what it was before, just after I did my placements. And then I played a couple games after placements to get myself up, and then I stopped playing. And then yesterday I just played like 2 hours straight, which I recorded, which is in the start of this video, that whole like big montage thing that I'm hopefully gonna edit. And I finally got the platinum 12 days in. I'm so fucking happy with that. Like, holy shit, am I happy with that? Because that was my season plan, and I did it within 12 days. I only got to play for 3 days out of the 12 days, but I still did it on those days. And now my new goal season is to get as close as I can to Diamond and not fall out of Platinum. Because now that I always said that I was a high gold or a Platinum player, and my friend Ian was the one that originally did the bet with me. And because I placed down that low, and I was always complaining about it because the fact I did it with a controller, it was so damaging to my mental, like, ness. I was so annoyed and upset all the time at this game because he was always in gold and he didn't want to play with me because I was in silver. He didn't want to play with me because it was like a 600, 700 SR difference. And he just was not having it because he didn't want to lose more for a normal loss and then gain less for a win. He wanted to be, if he was going to play, he wanted to get the maximum he could out of playing, which is fair enough, but he never wanted to, the reason why I got the game was to play with him, and his Serenity. And he got to Platinum, but he was doing it with Mercy. I didn't realise that. Season 4, he did it a lot of just tank and soldier. He said soldier's a carry hero you can play really well with, and it will change the difference of a game. And at this point, Roadhog was not nerfed to shit, apparently. Then Season 5, he played, ended about the same, but towards the end he started playing more Mercy, as well as a bit more Ana. And he stayed about where he was. Season 6, he climbed by just playing a lot of Mercy. This was just after the Mercy patch came out for her, and she was completely overpowered. That's what he was doing. That's how he got to Platinum. And he was like, oh, I'm a Platinum player, you're a little dirty, like, scrub, silver player. And this is before I got into gold. And then I finally got into gold at the end of the season. He's like, well, I got Platinum. Because he went up 300 SR in a matter of like a 6 or 8 hour period or something like that. He did all that in one go. That's how fast he did it. Like, he was not having anything else. Like, he wanted to get into Platinum by the end, and he just kept winning and winning and winning and winning. It was really good for him, but it was Mercy and Ana, which is the thing that I didn't realize that until like end of last season, where I was like, oh, so what did you actually end up playing for again? And then last season he played, I think, 4 or 5 games at most. I think it was 4. And he didn't finish the season because he didn't want to have to deal with that. And now I'm the same level as him. He has nothing to hold over me. I got higher than he did by playing not Mercy, which in general is better. Not talking down any Mercy players, but I know I could easily get to Platinum just playing Mercy. Having a good Mercy changes the whole fucking game. As well as now having a good Moira changes the whole fucking game. Because she's a complete and absolute carry hero. But his brother, Scott, has even more over us. Because he is a fucking diamond player. Where the fuck are you? There you are. He's a diamond player. But again, he did it with Mercy! I didn't know this! He said he was a support player. But he made it seem like he played a lot with Lucio and Zenyatta. He did it with fucking Mercy. So much Mercy. He has 4 other 5 fucking supports. Holy shit. And he got to Diamond. And they're saying that I'm bad because I didn't get to where they were. But I was doing it with not Mercy. So as soon as I get to Diamond, I can not only hold it over his face, but I can hold it over Ian's face even more. And I can show it as a thing. And you can say, well, you've played a lot more than they have, of course you're going to be better. Well, I knew it was going to be better beforehand. It's just, if they had played the same amount as me, maybe they'd be about where I am. But I feel like I would still beat them. 100%. It's the day after, I'm still happy that I'm in play. When I first started, I was so fucking angry at everything. Holy shit, how much I was angry at everything for not fucking getting it. Oh. Thank you guys so much for watching me fucking get into Platinum. Like, holy shit. It's amazing for me. It's amazing. It truly is. I know it's been a fairly long video, but oh, I'm happy. I'm happy. I really am. It's outstanding that I did this. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. And if you want to see me play more, I will be streaming more. Especially since now it's 28. My internet for November and December dropped out so often that if I was streaming, it would cut out, and I don't want to have my stuff cut out while I'm playing, right? And especially when I'm playing comp. I'd rather cut out streaming while I'm playing comp so I don't possibly get kicked out and lose 50 SR for nothing. You know what I mean? Because that's just an easy way to get tilted and triggered. But go follow me on Twitch, which is up on the screen somewhere here. Go follow my Twitter, as well as subscribe down below, and ring that bell if you want. Like the video, and I'll see you all in the next video. Here we go! Oh my god, that was so good, you just flew. Oh, you did get this right? I was on one of the